By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. A quick throw here out to Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He finds his target. It's Evans. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
The score, Titans 7, Bills 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Patterson on the carry. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 0.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. A quick toss out right, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through them.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again? With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Flush to his right. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Thrown away and incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38.
38-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Buying time to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
48-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. All day. Hey, smash. Mustang 19. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Ball set me ready. Mike 21, check Mike 21. No street.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
And got his man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills. 41 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. from the right hash. This from 48. And Hauschka missed it left. It's no good for Stephen Hauschka. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Stephon Diggs.
A gain of 32 that time.
32. First down, Buffalo.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, right. He's coming. We got double up.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. On the move to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Check three. Show it up. Alert three. My lord. Watch my board. Check tight. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. He's going to fire one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Titans 13, Bills 7. Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Tannehill. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Bills 14, Titans 13.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gunn would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine, and you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Tennessee.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll set them back 5. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 23-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on.
They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 6 yards there. First down, Tennessee.
1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Dancing to his left. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Greg Joseph on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Up 2nd and 2.
55.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Taken down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
But it's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it will be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that fourth down stop. Points would be ideal, as they certainly wouldn't mind some breathing room. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
9 at the 42-yard line.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Complete. It's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
48-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. We want this. Hey, motion. Check.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
I can't believe they let you play.
Again, it's Henry. And now this defense try to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Titans on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to
John Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the
23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He was brought down by Josh Norman.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
By the Bills.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Stephen Hauschka, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, Tannehill. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bills, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.